Hello and welcome to another update video about Cardano. In this video we're going to take a look at what the Cardano price is doing and the Bitcoin price, and we keep it short this morning because not that much has happened. So let's take a look here at the Bitcoin price first, very briefly here on the daily. Can see that we're still in this sideways movement, came all the way up, sideways movement, MACD looking good, making bullish moves here to the upside. It's losing steam a little bit on the MACD. Nothing I'd be worried about at the moment. On the ADX, the green line still above the red line on the daily for Bitcoin, giving us a long signal. However, the RSI is now a bit overbought, or just about, we were nearly in the overbought range. We then dropped down a little bit. Now there's theoretically the scope to move up a little bit, but not a lot really. I would like to see a little bit more retracement of the RSI so that we can get a little bit more scope to move further to the upside. Let's take a look on the 4-hour chart. We continue to move in this channel here. I said yesterday, for me that looks a bit like a triangle pattern where you move up. It's a trend continuation pattern, that triangle pattern, and typically I would expect that to move to the upside. I think at that point then we come into this resistance box here, which is starting at 57k, which is the beginning of various resistance levels for Bitcoin before we can move to the 65k. You can see it here at 57k, the major resistance levels begin. Let's go to Cardano. Cardano also moves in a very similar pattern. I only take a look here at the 1-hour chart at the moment, because if you remember, we talked yesterday about this potential channel, also triangle pattern. To be honest, looking back at it now, it looks actually more like a descending triangle. I wasn't sure. I had a descending triangle on my chart first, but because I like to use the bodies here, it looked more like a channel. However, yes, we only had 2 touch points here at the upper side. Actually, I think, yes, it looked more like a descending triangle. Maybe I was a bit biased here, but that then broke to the downside, as descending triangles so often do. This is never guaranteed anyway with these triangles, but oftentimes they move to the downside. So yeah, unfortunately that eventually happened. Moved down, now we're creeping up, however, currently staying below that horizontal support level now at, or resistance level at 225. Yeah, you can see that here. Came down, now we're retesting it. I think if we fail to hold that, or if we can't get above that, I think we'll drop once more. And how far can we drop? Well, now that we actually dropped, we can identify actually a new trend line on the hourly here. You can see it here. If we put that trend line up here and move it slightly so that it touches, and there you can see a new trend line. If you remember, overall, even though that was a small descending triangle, what we saw yesterday is only a very small one. So what we can see here on the larger picture, if I move out to the 4-hour chart, we can see that large ascending triangle that we showed you yesterday here, which is a larger pattern, and this should break out to the upside. Again, typically an ascending triangle would break out to the upside. It's a bullish pattern. So on the larger scale here, beginning on the 19th of September, or the 20th, it doesn't really matter. We've got an ascending triangle here in white, that large one, and we're moving up that ascending trend line here, and we're getting into the apex. The apex will be at 231. Yeah, so the further we move along this ascending triangle, the further we'll get to the 231 level, but it will be a bumpy ride. I did say that so many times before, that we're having a bumpy ride here, up and down, up and down. That trend line is an important one because that started already in July. You can see that, and we can see that a similar chart on many other cryptocurrency charts as well. I mean, the similar pattern on many other crypto charts as well. Now, what do we have as well? Well, within that, and it is so strange, within that ascending triangle, we had that descending triangle here yesterday. On the other hand, we've got a larger ascending triangle here as well. You can see that now. After we broke here to the downside, we've got 1, 2, 3 touch points here, horizontal resistance. So maybe after we now actually dropped, we could push again to the upside actually, if we lose that support line. However, then I think we'll come down to that trend line, which is currently at around 215. Yeah, 214, 215. But as you can see, after we broke through that support line yesterday here, which is sitting at 225, we are now below that. Yes, we are retesting, but maybe that's because we are in this ascending triangle here as well. So it's a very strange pattern though. And yeah, so if it's yesterday we broke the descending to the downside, maybe now we are going to break the ascending to the upside, but these are only small patterns. You know, maybe if we break that to the upside, we will retest here the 232. Yeah, get to that level again. If we break that, I think we could get to the 237. That's the level that we had, that we hit here before, earlier in the week. 237. Yeah, there it was, I think. Or 236. We came all the way. There you go. It was that high here, and we had it before here. So 236, 237. That's an important level. But after that, I think we could move to 245. But first of all, we need to get through 232. And maybe we do that when you break out of that triangle, or if we lose that support level here, which is currently sitting at, and that's the support level of the triangle, and that is currently sitting at 223. Yeah, if we lose that, I think we could come down to 215. So this is a very strange cluster of patterns, I would say, in which we are currently. So, however, very interesting. But that's just the explanation. Cardano doesn't really move at the moment, just waiting for that breakout, possibly for that breakout of that larger ascending triangle. So I'll keep you updated, certainly. Bear in mind, for members, tomorrow there will be a live stream. Excuse my voice, I have a little cold, so that will go forward. But you want content, I want content, so we just carry on. And hope you like the content. If you did, please smash the like button. And if you want to follow me on this crypto journey, then please subscribe. Thanks a lot for watching, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.